Okay, this is Richard Kusiolek with GMCstream Television, and today we have really a great opportunity in meeting Tom Kirkland, who is Vice President of SATCOM Solutions for a company that is heavily involved in our industry and located in Clarksburg, Maryland. And we're going to give him a chance to kind of introduce himself, and also so you can have an idea about the things that he does in the area of communications. So, Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me today.
Okay, good. So perhaps you can tell our subscribers a little bit about who you are, and
Sure.
where'd you know, what's your background, and how did you come about with the company?
Yeah, absolutely. So my background is I joined the Army right out of high school, and I was a communicator in the Army for 6.5 years, with significant time spent in South Korea, 3 years there, as well as a deployment into Iraq. And then as soon as I came back from my last deployment in Iraq, I was approached by an outside company about an opportunity to go work with them. I took that opportunity, joined Harris Corporation in 2004, and stayed with them for roughly 10 years. And in 2013, I joined Thales. Great organization, happy to be a part of it. Been with them now for roughly 2.5 years, and now running their SATCOM Solutions business line.
Well, great. You know, I really appreciate you kind of giving us a little bit of your background, and I think it's really a fabulous background, because today, especially for the warfighter, I think comm and networking and so forth, to really give the warfighter an edge is extremely important, so that we can maintain our supremacy, if you will.
Absolutely.
In the military. So, can you tell me a little bit about Iridium Next initiative? What is that?
Yeah, very exciting initiative. It's a program that we've been working very closely with Iridium on since roughly 2010, which is a different group of Thales, but Thales Linear Space in 2010 developed a contract with Iridium to provide their next satellite constellation. They'll be launching this constellation starting in July. And again, Thales Linear Space is responsible for the design and manufacturing of the satellites. Once that constellation is launched, all 66 satellites will be replaced with Next satellites, which are much more capable. And then following that launch, Thales will be responsible for providing land, maritime, and airborne terminals.
Well, you know, that's something that I think most of the people are not aware of in regards to how Thales is involved in this particular market. So, you know, talking about business and so forth, so let me ask you this question, and I think it's important. What is the new SATCOM Solutions business line as you where you are?
So the new SATCOM Solutions business line has two primary focuses. First is we're taking products that are across the Thales group today, and other products that we're working with our partners on, to drive those into new markets and new channels that we're developing for the Iridium Next initiative. These markets include oil and gas, media, transportation, and several others. And with these products, we're going to be able to take that same base of products I was just describing, the beacon products, the VSAT products, and so forth, and not only apply those to our new emerging markets, but also take those and have those a part of our standard military markets that we're in today.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more. I mean, what do you believe will make this Thales different in the MSS space?
Well, I think what's going to be different is a few things. One is we've spent a significant amount of time sitting down, working with customers from all the different industrial areas, as well as our military customers, to understand what their specific needs and requirements are. And we're driving those into the products. Thales also has a lot of experience, obviously, in critical communications. And we're taking that experience with critical communications as well as e-securities, and we're layering all that together to provide what I would say very complex products are, but these complex products are going to be very easy to use, and they're going to address very challenging problems that our customers are facing today. But again, they're really focused on the end user experience and being able to really make their problems much more manageable and solvable.
Great. Well, Tom, I just want to make a comment. You know, we're here at Satellite 2010. We're in National Harbor in Maryland, so you might hear some noise in the background. We're on the exhibit floor, and of course Thales has 3 fantastic booths. I just, you know, where they're exhibiting their products and the level of talent that they have as well. So, what are your target markets as you see?
Well, the target markets for Thales, when you're talking about Iridium Next, with this initiative, obviously we have these 3 different verticals that we're operating in. We have our aero terminals, maritime, and our land-based terminals. These three unique markets, you know, obviously have sub-markets. So across all of those, they do have a common theme, which is somewhat of an industrial theme. So oil and gas, utilities, transportation, and then obviously it all flows back to our core markets where we know very, very well, such as military communications.
Well, you know, this is a question that I asked some folks in regards to you know, Thales. Let me ask you, as a manager, I mean, what keeps you up at night worrying? Is there anything you worry about?
I would say the only thing that really keeps me up at night is I would say probably just ensuring you know, that number one, the team is happy, that we have a great team, and making sure that that culture stays intact, and that culture is, we're operating in a way that ensures that it's a culture that can be sustained, that can last a very long time. And then obviously, you know, when you're running a large project or a program, such as Thales Linear Space with the satellite constellation and the whole Iridium Next initiative, you know, the schedule keeps me up at night. You know, I feel confident that we're going to be able to meet the demands that our customer Iridium has put onto Thales Linear Space, but all that flows down to, you know, my business area and where we're operating at, of providing terminals. And so just the overall schedule and the complexity of the program, I wouldn't say necessarily keeps me up every single night, but it's definitely something that I keep my eye on and ensure that that we're going to be on time and ready to go with our terminals when the constellation is up and operational.
Excellent. Well, in a kind of a closing comment, what would you like to share with us as a final comment?
I'd like to share that, you know, I'm very excited about the Iridium Next opportunity for Thales. You know, once the satellites are operational, Thales Linear Space has done outstanding work getting the satellites operational and in orbit. And once that happens, that's the starting point for the rest of Thales to come on board and provide these great solutions, you know, across the 3 verticals that I talked about. And I would say that's probably the most exciting thing that we have going on at Thales right now. And it's not only the providing the end user the products that they really need, but it's also taking all the different technologies across Thales Group, like I mentioned before, e-security, you know, our legacy communications companies, and pulling all that together to make these great products.
Well, you know, Tom, I wanted to thank you very much. It's really been exciting to get a very good window, if you will, into Thales, and having you as kind of the lead vice president making things happen. So again, thank you very much for GMCstream TV. Thank you again.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.